Now in this video I will be doing the put call parity, and now let me explain what the put call parity actually means, and how it actually operates, and what I actually would do with it. Now the fundamental way of remembering this put call parity is to say that it is equal to stock plus put is equal to bond plus call. Now this stock plus put over here is one portfolio, and the bond plus call is another portfolio. So let us think of the stock plus put as a portfolio and bond plus call as a portfolio, and these two portfolio will be equal, and this stock plus put is known as protective put, and the bond plus call is known as fiduciary call. Now let me explain this put call parity, and before going into the understanding of this put call parity, let us draw some assumptions on which this put call parity is based. The first assumption, uh, uh, underlying asset the underlying asset of call option is same as that of put option. So the options on which the underlying on which these options are made, whether it's a call option or a put option, they have the same underlying. The second one, the expiration time or the expiry is same for call and put. The third one is that now this bond over here, it is nothing but the present value of strike price, discounted at RFR. The important one is the strike price of call should be same as that of put. So what is the strike, whatever the strike price of the call, it is going to be same as that of the put. Now in this case, now let us talk about these assumptions. Now the underlying price, firstly the underlying asset for both the call and the put option is same, their expiry is also same, and the bond is simply the present value of the strike price discounted RFR, and also the strike price for both the put and the bond is going to be same. Now let me talk about why is this portfolio known as the protective put, and why it is known as the fiduciary call over here. Now this stock plus put is known as the protective put, because in this case this put option is protecting the stock. Now how it is protecting the stock? Protecting the stock, and this is known as the fiduciary call, because no matter whatever the price of this bond, no matter whatever the price will be, we will always get this strike price. So we can always get our stock back. So now let us look at now let us take an example and understand what this put call parity actually means, and how it actually operates, and why it is known as protective put, and why it's known as the fiduciary call. Now say for example the price of the stock, I will take certain scenarios. Say for example this is 200, 100, say let me take it as 180, 100, 0, 70. Okay, now let us take it like this. Uh, now let me take this as 70 and let me take this as 0. Now let me say that that the contract is for the strike price of 100, and now I have stock plus put, and I have a bond plus call. Now let me assume that the present value of this bond is equal to 100 only. Assuming that the present value of bond is 100. Okay. Now, uh, uh, now if the price is 200, the stock is going to be 200. I have a right to the support option. I have a right. I have a right to sell at 100. The price in the market is 200. The put option will be worthless. I have invested into a bond in such a way so that at expiry it will get 100. I have a right to sell. I have the right to buy at 100. The price in the market is 200, so I'm earning 100. So in this case 200 is equal to 200. Now the second one, the stock is 180. I have a right to sell at 100. The price in the market is 180. I will go and sell in the market. I will not exercise the option. I have invested in the bond in such a way so that at expiry I will get 100 plus the present value is equal to 100. Now I have the right to it's a call option, and I have a right to buy at 100. The price in the market is 180, so I'm earning 80 rupees. So in this case 180 is equal to 180. Now over here I have a right to sell at 100. The price in the market is 100. The stock will be worth 100. The put option is add the money. I have invested in such a way so that at expiry I will get 100 from the bond, and this will be 0. Now over here I have the right to sell at 100. The price in the market is 70, so I will get only 70 on the stock, but I will get 30 on the put option because I have the right to sell at 100. The price is only 70. Now over here I have invested in such a way so that at expiry I will get the bond will pay me 100. Now let us talk about here what about the call option. I have the right to buy at 100. The price in the market is 70, which means that the call option will be worthless. Now I have the right to sell at 100. The price in the market is 0, so stock is worth 0, but I will get 100 on the put option. Now I have invested in such a way no matter what the price of the stock I will still earn 100. I will still get 100 on the bond. I have the right to buy at 100. The price in the market is 0. I will not exercise the option. So in all the cases the stock plus put is equal to bond plus call. Now let us talk about this scenario over here, why it is known as protective put and why it is known as the fiduciary call. Now protective put actually protects this stock. Whatever the price of the stock in the market, whether it is increasing or whether it is decreasing, in this case, say for example the price is increasing, so I am getting 200 on the stock. Now this scenario like this, when the price is decreasing, I'm earning 30 on the put, and this 70 whatever I'm losing on the stock, I am earning that on the put option. In this scenario, this is known as fiduciary call, because whatever the price in the market, I have invested in such a way so that this bond always pays me this 100, the price of the stock, the exercise price of the stock. Now let us look over here. Now if the stock price is increasing over here, if the stock price is increasing, say for example from 100 to 180 to 200, we can see that these portfolios are worth the stock price. See over here. as they are increasing, as the now let me write them notes. If the stock price increases, the portfolio S plus P and the bond plus call will equal the stock price. See, as price are more than 100, 180 and then 200, they are always equal to the stock price. The value of the portfolio is equal to the stock price. Now, if the stock price is equal to the strike price, if the stock price equals strike price, now this case over here, stock price equals the strike price. In this case, the value is equal to the strike price. Therefore, value is equal to the strike price. Now, when stock falls, now if it falls below over here, these scenarios. Now, in this case, it is again going to be equal to the strike price. If the stock falls, the value is going to be equal to the strike price. So these are the typical features of this put call parity. In the next video, we'll talk about the arbitrage strategies using the put call parity.